Tonight we're here in Rose Hill, North Carolina, which is the name of the actual town we're shooting, but we've also incorporated it as the name of the town in the script. It's actually doubling as Rose Hill, Tennessee, but it's got this fantastic water tower that we just thought was so great that we just wanted to keep the name.
We want it to be photo-real. We want to have a real sense that people live here. You know, Iron Man is probably our most reality-based franchise, and having this town a real place, I think, just underlines that.
And action!
We came here a year ago, and this was the first place we came, and the entire town, it's hard to believe it, this little town was kind of a failed little town. It had kind of closed up. This whole side of the street, all these businesses have been shut down. It was the right scale for our movie. We wanted a whole town that was like in and out, organic, so you go in and out the doors, you come out here. You don't need to put a backing out here. You would rather build a set in a small storefront. And luckily, this was a church, actually, before it turned into a bar. We got the parishioners to kind of shut down and moved them for 6 months, and we made it into a bar.
It's so seamless. It looks like it's always been here. It looks like it's been here for 50 years. He's basically turned the entire town of Rose Hill into a backlot that we can do whatever we want with.
We happened to bump into Tony Stark. My character's quite excited to see him, so she decides that she's gonna play with him before she kills him.
I still can't tell you, like me or you don't like me. Let's take a break, man. Make me an omelet or something.
This battle comes to a small town, and it's fun to watch the dynamics of these people that are outsiders trying to get by, and they belong there about as much as he does.
Congratulations. You made the top 5 weirdest things I've ever seen.
We were up there for about 3 weeks, working from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. every day. I tore down a water tower at 2 a.m. in Rose Hill. I'm like, who does that, man? What'd you do at work today? I tore down a water tower.
He unleashes this huge torrent of water. We started planning this about 6 months ago, just this one water tower gag.
It's a lot of water, but you know, there's a nice little sweet spot for any talent that needs to be in there. But bear in mind also, this is probably about maybe a quarter of the amount of water that we're going to end up doing with the second unit.
This is going to be great in the DVD extras. How's that, better? We wanted this film to have the best act 3 of them all.
Here we go.
You kind of think about images you want, and then how can we reverse engineer that into a really cool situation?
We're here tonight at the Port of Wilmington, and at this location, you're going to see all these different Iron Man suits swoop in at the last second and just go head-to-head with what essentially amounts to supercharged human beings.
Tonight, we're doing a lot of aerial shots where we got the helicopter up there, and he's getting the big wide angles of the final battle fight between Iron Man and Killian. Earlier on, we had a few stunt guys leaping off the ends as if they're trying to catch the CG Iron Man flying through frame.
Shooting here is amazing, but it's obviously a logistical challenge. So we come here to sort of establish the whole real location. We've taken apart different pieces of the actual structure. A control room, a moving cab, a piece of a wheel set, so that we can go in there with our actors, shoot all the amazing action that we need to make the sequence work.
I've been spending the last couple hours on wires and flying and getting to do stunts and really get my hands dirty, so to speak, and have a lot of visceral fun.
Sorry I can't be with you. As you can see, I am slaving over a hot trilogy.
Doing that kind of fight scene at the end of the movie was my favorite part of doing Iron Man 3. It was fun to kind of be wild and be a superhero and flip around in the air and do all this kind of fun stuff. It was great. Look alive, boys!
You're sort of dealing on one level with very real, organic, down-to-earth stuff, things like stunts and fight stuff and wires and jumping off platforms, etc. And then on the other side of it, you've got the visual effects team working round the clock.
We went sort of hog wild when we were told that there should be extra suits.
We created 41 suits. We have never done that. I mean, at the most, we had created 3, I think, on Iron Man 2. So to try to keep them different is a challenge, but it's been really exciting to bring to life, like Igor, which is this gigormous suit. Not to be confused with a Hulkbuster.
There's a couple of beats where you might see Heartbreaker or Hammerhead or all these like multitude of nicknames that they all have. But just for those few seconds that you see them on screen, you have to believe that it's a real practical suit. And so every single one has to be brought up to the same standard.
Merry Christmas, Bunny.
It's been amazing. People seem to like what we're doing. To know that the world is watching is an honor, and there's a lot of pressure, so we just want to keep telling good stories.
Tony Stark is as popular as Iron Man, and that's what makes this so thrilling to see. And obviously Robert bringing that to life is a big part of that.
Iron Man 3 worked, and it's been 2 years of crossing our fingers, and tonight's the payoff.